I think you might have to start doing mimosas at your 5:45 a.m. classes now.
I know, too early. Sweet. So, I don't know what happened. It's gonna be a wacky Friday evening. I can already feel it. Hey y'all, what's up? For everyone that was not me, Casey, Danny, and David that were on our little pre-party, welcome. Welcome to Friday, Vino and Vinyasa. I have a glass of wine. Danny's got mimosas and SF. Have whatever you want with you on your mat. Today we are going to be working our way into headstand. So for some of you guys, maybe you've done headstand before in your practice. Awesome. This will hopefully help you elevate your spot and then get into it a little bit easier. And if it's your first time, we'll give you tons of building blocks throughout class that you can kind of reference back to, as well as when we're actually working into it. So two quick things that I want to say that I'll remind you guys of course, during class as well, but two quick things right before we start in regards to headstand. The first one is that when you're balancing in headstand, you're actually going to want to be right about on the crown of your head. So a great way to measure that, and you can do this in the middle of practice too before we get into it, is you want to take the base of your palm, just stamp it kind of right over your third eye center, that space between your brows, and then where your middle finger, can you see that? Where your middle finger connects to the top of your head, that's the spot that you're actually going to want to be balancing on. And I say balancing in air quotes because you're not actually putting too much pressure on your head at all. A lot of the power and the stability is coming, one, from your core, of course, is in basically anything you ever do in a yoga practice, but also a lot from the pressure of your forearms pressing down into your mat. So you'll want kind of this rounded, hollowed back upper chest shape so that you can really press into the ground with your entire forearm, and then you have that basket weave to kind of support your head. So two big things there. I'll remind you, of course, throughout class. In the meantime, let me quickly throw Spotify playlist in the description. So there it is. We got a fun crew tonight. Ooh, I'm so excited. And happy Friday. I'm stoked to be here. So grab your wine, your beverage, whatever, your playlist as you want it. Make your way onto your mat. And then today we're actually going to get started. You can face the top of your mat. I'll face you guys. We're going to get started either on our knees in a seated position if that's comfortable, or you can take crisscross applesauce. So you can go ahead and start your playlist in 4, in 3, in 2, and in 1. Go ahead and press play. You'll start with Rise by Jason Mraz. If you're in this seated position with your thighs, maybe start to close your eyes and then ground your palms onto your thighs. Start to notice the way that you're just settling into your body, into your physical space that is now on your mat. Take a soft breath in through your nose. And then a soft breath out through your mouth. Keeping your eyes closed, take a few moments to really feel your breath move through your body, to feel it start to awaken the current state of your existence. And as you breathe, I encourage you to focus exactly on who you are in this moment, today, right now, rather than this vision of who you thought you were, or who you think you're going to be. Focus on who you are right now. How can you drop into that space a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller with your breath? Inhale. And then soft, open mouth exhale. Staying with your breath, maybe blinking your eyes open or keeping them closed. Reach your left arm straight above you and then place your right palm, fingertips down to the mat. Start to find a lot of length through your left side body, and then bring your shoulder back down to plug it into its socket. Reach your fingertips high. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, take a slight side body stretch all the way over to the right side. Maybe you bring a slight gentle bend to your right palm, to your right elbow. Focus on lifting out of your right side body to really get that stretch. And then as gently as you went into it, slowly rise out of it. Switch it out. So drop that left palm down to your mat. Reach your right fingertips up to the sky. Take a moment here in your center midline, in your now state, to lengthen through that top arm and then ground down through your left palm. Breathe in. Exhale, slight side body stretch over to the left-hand side of your mat. Keep thinking of creating that length in both columns in your side bodies, in your left and your right evenly. See if you can reach a little bit deeper. And then on your next inhale, slowly come back to center. Again, eyes can stay closed or blink open here. Slowly bring both palms above your head. Clasp your palms together and then flip your wrists outward to get a nice little stretch in your palms. Yeah, so right above your head, really rotate your shoulders so that they're pulling down your spine, and then press through the tops of your palms. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just draw your palms down so they come right in front of your sternum, hovering out straight in front of you, palms still flipped out towards the top of your mat. Yeah. Inhales, take your palms to rise, still flipped outwards, getting that nice stretch through your wrists. And then exhales, bring your palms down in front of your sternum, hovering out straight in front of you. And maybe as you do this, you start to bring some more motion into your spine, taking slight arches on the way up and then slight round curvatures on the way down. Notice the way that your breath is moving through your current body, your now. The space that you're occupying, the way that you feel in its full expression. Take about 2 more rounds. Moving in ways that feel intuitive and intentional. Last one. Yeah, slowly release your grip. Maybe you roll out your wrists, find your neutral tabletop. Take your center line just for a few counts here. Really press through all 10 fingertips. Engage your core so your belly button connects back to your spine, and then neutralize out your neck so that your gaze is straight down to the top of your mat. Breathe in. Curl your toes underneath. Hover your knees and then send your hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out one knee then the next. Taking your body into that nice stretch, into that deep position through your hamstrings. Allow your head and neck to get really heavy here to press through your palms. Find some weight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly find some stillness here through your thighs and your hamstrings. As you inhale, look to the top of your mat. And then as you exhale, slowly crawl your feet behind your palms, keeping a nice wide ragdoll stance. Grasp the outer edges of your arms, connecting your palms to your elbows, and just let a heavy sway come to your body here. Start to shake your head out, yes. Start to shake your head out, no. Notice the places that your body feels heavy, that it wants a little bit more extension, a little bit deeper of a release. Last 4. Last 3. 2. Slowly place your palms down to your mat. Pinky toe your feet to touch. Take a small sliver of space between your toes. And then slowly, slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll all the way up. Maybe you blink your eyes closed. Take it slow. Find your way to the top to standing at attention, Samasthiti. Hands come to heart center. Eyes blink closed. Shoulders draw down your back. Take a big exhale. Let go, let go. Find the emptiness. Inhale. Find your current state of being, who you are right now in this moment. Breathe in. As you exhale, let go of any imprint from the past that you're still holding on to. One more just like that, deep inhale. Deep open mouth exhale. Let's move, team. Slowly drop your arms by your side body. Shake out your legs. Inhale, mountain pose, Sirsasana. Arms take you all the way up towards the sky. Fingers swivel inwards, and then tuck your belly button into your spine so you find a slight hollowness in your core. Really find that big engagement. And then kiss your inner thighs together so you find that strong trunk in your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, swan dive forward. Press your palms out and down. Head hangs heavy towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Flat spine. Exhale, high plank. Come to the top of a push-up. Stack your joints firm. Shift your weight forward 2 inches. And then exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Uncurl your toes. Press down through the tops of your feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your chin and your chest. Find strength in your lower back. And hover your fingertips just an inch off your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, tap your forehead to your mat. Curl your toes. Inhale, high plank your tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll take that 2 times, breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float, forward fold, keeping it slow and simple. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, take it tall. Exhale, swan dive, takes you down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, high plank, shift it forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Uncurl. Inhale, baby cobra, lift and lengthen. Exhale, tap it down. Curl your toes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Reset. Last round. Breathe in. Breathe out. Picking it up. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold, get long. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. This time, chaturanga, flow it through. High to mid plank is your option, or maybe you want cobra. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out, 1 knee at a time. Get a little bit heavier in your chest, a little bit heavier in your breath, into the current state of who you are rather than who you were or who you're going to be. How can you focus on your now? Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach your right heel all the way up towards the sky. Square your hips, flex your toes a lot. Exhale, low lunge, bring it right between your palms. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, crescent moon. Send your arms all the way up to the sky. Take a few cycles of breath here to drop into your hip flexor. So maybe palms come to your front thigh. Bend into it. Maybe you grab a sip of wine or whatever you're drinking for a little reset. You got about 2 more cycles. Get really deep into that hip flexor. Yeah. Inhale, arms take you all the way up. This time, exhale, hands come to grasp right beneath your lower back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Take a moment into the sweet, sweet heart opener. The shoulders relax and roll down and back. We'll just take the clasp for the setup. Inhale. Release your clasp. Exhale, half splits. Flex into your front toes a lot. See if you can find more length through your spine. And then keep thinking that your shoulders are going down and back and the crown of your head is reaching forward, right? Neutralize your hips to find a little more stability. Engage your core. Yeah. And then inhale, crescent lunge. Land onto that front right foot. Roll your toes underneath. Reach your fingertips up to the sky. You'll feel that stretch nice and deep through your hip that you've already warmed up. Feel like you're squeezing your inner thighs. Find that block sensation right in the middle. Big breath in. Weight shifts into your front right foot. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Bring your left toes to meet your right. Really kiss your inner thighs together. Roll your shoulders down. Inhale, chair pose. Just the arms move forward. Legs stay exactly as they are. Maybe you sink an inch lower, and then lift your core off your thighs. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Rinse it out. Take it home. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's get nice and even, straight into it. Left heel lifts high. Flex through those palms. Head and neck get really heavy. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Use your core to get you there. Ground down through that left foot. Drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Take a few moments here. What does it feel like as you work to get deeper into that right hip? How can you find a little bit of sweetness as you're grounded into the earth? Top of your body gets a little bit taller. 2 more breaths. Yeah. Inhale, crescent moon, arms reach high. Just for the setup, exhale, hands come to your lower back. Find your grasp. Inhale, puff up your chest. Find that sweet, sweet exposition. Breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Release your grip. Flex your left toes a lot. Bring your left hip so it plugs back into its socket. Neutralize out with your right. Notice how long you can get into your spine, how deep you can get into your hamstrings. Yeah. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Come tall onto that front left foot. Stack your right heel right over your right toes to find stability and strength here. Nice. Breathe in, team. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Bring your toes to meet one another. Sink low into your hips and your heels. Inhale, chair pose. Hands in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Rinse it out. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow, breath to movement. Inhale, reach your right heel high, square hips. Exhale, low lunge, drop your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, straight to half splits, no grasp. Inhale, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana takes you tall. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low, breathe out. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing, straight into your left side, left heel rises. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your bottom knee, crescent moon, breathe in. Exhale, half splits, flex your toes. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, reset, refresh. Pedal out through your knees. Big inhale. Even deeper exhale. Notice how blood rushes to the crown of your head. How your body's starting to warm up, how it's starting to feel in its present moment in the now. So I'll guide you through one more series on the left and right side, and then I'll let you flow it out on your own, maybe eyes closed. Let's start. Inhale, right heel lifts high. Exhale, low lunge. Bottom knee drops. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. High to low. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left side. Inhale, left rise. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your bottom knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rise tall. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, high to low, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is where I leave you on your own to flow that exact same series. On the right, on the left, take it at your own pace. I'll start you. Inhale, 3 legs. Exhale, low lunge. Get to it. Right? Even if it doesn't look exactly the same as what we were doing, do what feels good in your body. Do what brings you a little bit of peace into your now. How can you find it on the right and the left? Nice, Sonnet. Yeah, nice, Rebecca. So strong, Brooke. Yes, Sam. Find that place that you're in right now, right? Nowhere else, nothing else to think of. Maybe you take it on the left. Nice hand. Really beautiful, Nora. Yeah, David. Nice, Elle. And then when you wrap it up, find your down dog. Just take a few breaths. Cycle through. It's whatever feels good in your body, right? Maybe you want to take some bends in your knees. 4, 3, find your downward facing 2. 1, downward facing dog reset. Big breath in. Nice, Lucas. Big breath out. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. This time, inhale, shift forward, high plank. Yeah, and then find your forearms. Rock it forward, back. Just forward, back. So you're on your forearms. It's just a slight rock forward and back. Right? So you stay really solid as one straight line, but it's just a slight movement going forward, back, back. A little bit more core work today than normal, but that's okay. Getting your body really strong. 4, 3, find your hip dips in 2. And 1, side to side, you dip it right. Center, left, center, right, center, left. Keep it going. Find your rhythm, find your beat that works. Starting to really feel this work into your obliques. Yeah. And then how can you get deeper into your core, deeper into that place of understanding of your now? Last 4. Last 3. Find your Sphinx pose in 2. And 1, just release down to your mat, Sphinx pose. Hands stay in that number 11 shape. Take a few moments here, maybe your eyes closed. Let your heart rate take its elevation. Let your core start to tremble just a little bit. Yeah, and then maybe here, if it feels good, option to press back into a child's pose, or to just hold your Sphinx. You got about 4 cycles of breath for whatever you need. 4 deep, thorough cycles, and then we'll find our forearm plank. 1 more round of work. In 4. In 3. In 2. And 1, from whatever position you were in, find your forearm plank once again. Coming back to that place of strength and stability, and then we'll just take some forearm walks. So toes walk in, and then they walk back, 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 right? It's in. Knowing that it's okay for your hips to hike a lot. Knowing that the more actively you press through your forearms, they'll help you get there. Keep working to stack your hips over your shoulders so you can find that alignment in your body to prepare yourself for a headstand coming up in a little bit. Not yet, don't worry. Yeah, nice, Casey. Nice, Danny. Keep it up. Take about 4 more cycles. Staying strong with your breath. Recommitting to your present moment. To what's really alive with who you are right now. Today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. 4. 3. Find your downward dog in 2. And 1. Downward facing dog, release. Start to feel that sweet release through your shoulders. Big inhale, fill, fill, fill. Big open mouth exhale, get empty. Inhale, reach your right heel high. Big extension back behind you. Exhale, low lunge all the way in front. Inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. This time, hands come to heart center, double lunge. So find 90 degrees in your back knee, 90 in your front. Hands really strong at heart, and then it's just an oblique twist to the right. So it's right, right, twist right, right. So I'll face the front so you guys can see. Just right, 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 right. Keeping that pressure through your palms more than ever right now. Focusing on the forearms parallel to the mat. And it's not a big movement, right? It's really pretty small. Last 4. 3, hold the twist to the right in 2. And 1, keep that double bend in your knees. Hold that twist to the right. Hips stay square to the front of your mat. Hold 4. Hold 3, star pose to the left in 2. And 1, big opening, open all the way up to the left side of your mat. Bring your toes so they're facing to the left side. Big expansion, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. And here, maybe you sway side to side. Maybe you let your legs get really, really wide so you can just bend in and out of it. Keep breathing so you can feel your heart, so you can feel everything moving in your body. Notice if your legs feel tight. How can you get your head a little bit closer to the mat? Yeah. Last 4. Last 3. 2. Take your arms out to the T. Just rise up halfway. So head and neck are still really long, and then you reach side to side. And maybe you got a little bit weird with it, right? Maybe it's a little bit of a dance here. Just reach, reach. How does it move through you? How do you feel what's happening right now? Keep your core really tight. Head stays long, heavy, strong. Got 4. 3, hold. 2. And 1, just hold that flat back. And then slowly, slowly rise all the way back up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Bend into that front right leg. Yeah, square your hips to the side of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back arm, back thigh, big side body stretch. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Rinse it out, take it home. Let this feel like a nice time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Goes back. Let's take all of that funness on the left. Inhale, reach your left heel high, squared hips. Exhale, low lunge all the way through, top of your mat. Core takes you up strong as you breathe in, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart, double bend in both of your knees. Take a moment here to pause. Take a moment to drop back into your heart. How can you focus on what's happening in your heart and lower rather than your mind and above? Now slight twists, left, 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 left. Not a super big movement, right? Keeping it really controlled, just like a pulse. Today, strengthening your body in different ways than usual Tuesday night sculpts do, but pushing you a little bit further than a typical Friday vinyasa. Recommit to that bend if you've lost it. Keep your core really tight. Nice, Casey. We got 4, 3. Super strong, Danny. We got 2. Hold it to the left. Hold. Last 4. 3. Nice, David. 2. And 1. Big opening of the side, star pose. Get big, fill up space and time here. How can you reach a little bit fuller, a little bit more expansive? Inhale. And then as you fold over, slowly exhale, wide-legged forward, fold. Nice on it, yeah. And then same thing here, just find that release. Maybe it's a bend in your knees a little bit. Maybe it's a bit heavier in your head and neck. Nice, Carrie. Yeah, Sophie. For 4, 3, 2, arms come out to a T. Slowly find your halfway mark and then take it side to side. Same thing, second side. Start to feel the slightly different beat here. What kind of shapes can you make with your body? How can you let it just flow through you fully, expansively, in your own now? Yeah, let it loose. 4, 3, hold halfway. 2, and 1, just hold right there, halfway, core is tight. Yeah, and then inhale, slowly rise all the way back up. Exhale, warrior 2, bend into that front leg. Inhale, reverse warrior, back arm, back leg, big side body stretch. Take a moment of sweetness. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana takes you home. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, slowly drop down to your knees. Start to come to a seat, seated on your heels, and then one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Give yourself a few more moments with your breath, just to drop back into your heart, to bring a sense of equilibrium back to your body before we start to invert. To take a few cycles of breath for yourself right now, not for anyone else, not for what's happening after this, but just for yourself right now. 2 more cycles, get even bigger, even deeper with your inhales and exhales. Maybe you make noise. Last one. Yeah. And then, if you want to start to play around with it, we have some time here. So for headstand, and maybe you want to take a little bit more time seated here, that's totally fine. But for headstand, remember that you're going to be balancing right on that crown of your head. So base of your palm, take it right to your forehead, and then middle finger where it reaches on crown of your head, that's where you're balancing. Hands can come to a basket weave like this. And you'll want them just to be about shoulder width apart. So make sure you can grasp. And then take your palms to that basket weave. Plant your head down on the mat. Remember, little to no pressure on the crown of your head. And then start to find that dolphin position. Maybe you start to walk your toes in. Maybe you start to bend your knees a little bit and then hug them in. And then maybe you even start to get upside down. It's more about your core here and that pressure through your palms. Keep your core really tight and know that you can stop at any place. Try a couple different times. Take it at your own pace. Know we got some time to play around here. Got about less than a minute, or rather a full minute. And if child's pose is what you want, take child's pose. But wherever you are, just try and stay in your practice, in your now, rather than getting away to something else. Nice, Sophie. Yes, Vivi. Core stays really tight. Yeah. About 30 more seconds, and then when you've had enough, find your child's pose. Try and keep it slow, controlled. Yeah. Child's pose is where you find yourself towards the end. Child's pose is where you allow your heartbeat to come back down, where you give yourself the permission to start to decompress and surrender. Take a big, big breath in as you make your way to child's pose. And then a big open mouth exhale. Reach your fingertips a little bit closer to the top of your mat. Sink your hips a little bit closer to your heels. And then recenter yourself into this place of nowness. Rather than focusing on this imprint of who you were or who you think you might become, how can you focus exactly on what you are now? How can you drop into that space a little bit more fully, a little bit deeper, knowing that every step you take will keep bringing you back to this nowness. Inhale. Open mouth exhale, let something go. Press weight into your palms. Inhale, tabletop, stack shoulders over your wrists. And then a few rounds of cat-cow just to neutralize out your spine. Maybe you grab a sip of water, maybe you grab a sip of wine. Take the movements, again, that are calling for you, that make you feel good in this moment. And then option to stay in these cat-cow movements, or reach your right palm up to the sky, ground down through your left, small circles all the way up to the right. And then exhale, thread the needle, take your right palm through, left palm. Option if you want to reach it straight in front of you, or if you want to wrap it around your back. Feel that shoulder release, that shoulder stretch. Yeah, and then if you're bound or your arm's in front of you, slowly bring your left arm back to your ear. Inhale, right fingertips reach back up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop, stack your joints. This time, left fingertips take it all the way up high. Small circles through your wrist. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle. Take that palm all the way over to the right side of your mat. Right fingertips option to go straight in front of you, or to wrap around your hips for that half bind. Breathe into the depth of your twist. Noticing how you can connect back to that deep core understanding of who you are. Slowly bring your palm back to your ear if it's extended. And then inhale, reach your left fingertips back up to the sky. Small circles through your wrist, breathe in. Exhale, tabletop, one round of cat-cow to bring it all home. Inhale, cow pose, hammock arc and lift, breathe in. Exhale, cat pose, stretch it out through your back. Yeah, inhale, neutral tabletop, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Inhale, reach your right heel high to the sky. This time, exhale, half pigeon. So bring your shin parallel to the top of your mat. Drop down through your back left knee, and then take a moment here in proud pigeon with your shoulders working to stack over your hips. Maybe you send your gaze behind you to make sure that your toes are straight behind. Big inhale here, get tall, proud inhale. Exhale, sleeping pigeon, send your body in half. Start to find a little bit of peace, a little bit of calmness and serenity in this folded, self-regulating position. And if this feels like too much on your thighs or your hips, you can always roll over to your back and find supine figure four. But know that half pigeon and supine figure four are working to stretch out your hip flexors. So whichever one works for you, breathe into that. And then wherever you are, if you're in half pigeon, slowly uncurl your back left toes. Reach your right toes all the way up to the sky and take whatever post half pigeon ritual you crave here. So maybe that's taking big circles through your hip. Maybe you flip over into wild thing or scorpion, whatever you want. And then downward facing dog is where you find yourself. This time inhale, left heel reaches high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, half pigeon. Parallel your shin to the top of your mat if you're taking half pigeon. Walk your palms back to your hips. And then send your gaze over to check out your back toes to make sure that they're nice and straight behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Fold over your body. Notice how you allow your body to decompress. Give yourself a few cycles of breath here to recommit, to rediscover Notice the length that it creates in your spinal column. The way that your head and neck just release into gravity space. As you feel ready, slowly curl your back toes, press up to your palms. Inhale back to three-legged downward facing dog, and then whatever feels good here. Maybe you scorpion your dog, maybe you flip it, maybe you take those big circles as you start to break down these visions of what could be or what was. As you focus on what really is, what's truly here, coming into your downward facing dog. Big inhale. Big open mouth exhale, make some sound. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Fall onto one side of your hips, extend your legs out straight in front of you. Yeah, and then reach your fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Feel a slight stretch through your hamstrings right here as you flex your toes a lot. Inhale. And then exhale, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Head and neck get really heavy. Let your inhales create more energy in your body, and your exhales melt you a little bit deeper. Let them bring you back to this place that you're in if you've lost it. If it feels like it's escaping you, how can you come back to it? Rather than running into the future, how can you focus on exactly where you're at right now? How can you find a little bit of contentment, a little bit of peace in your current moment? Stay folded, one big inhale. And then getting deeper into your fold, one big exhale. As it feels good, slowly on an inhale, roll all the way back up to a comfortable seat. And then make your way on your back. Find a long spine, roll onto your back. Hug your knees back into chest center. Take small circles clockwise and counterclockwise to bring some life back into your colon and into your cycles. Keep your right knee into chest center, left leg goes long. Inhale, hug your knee in tight. Take small circles around your ascending colon, finding that beginning of balance. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your knee over to the left side of your mat. Gaze goes over to the right side of your mat. Anchor down through your shoulders. As you twist, feel that ringing out sensation through your spine, through the way your head and neck hang. Knees come back to chest center. And then right in the middle, reset through happy baby. Grab for the soles of your feet if that's accessible. Maybe you take your shins. Maybe you don't grab anywhere at all and just feel the entirety of your spine connected to your mat. Once you have that connection, maybe you rock and roll side to side. Maybe you flutter out your lips. Maybe you bend into one knee, then the next. And then hug your knees back to chest center. This time, left knee stays in close. Right leg goes really long. Small circles up and around, descending colon, finding that system of balance. Inhale. And then exhale, supine twist. Draw your knee all the way over to the opposite side of your mat. Gaze goes over towards the left. Shoulders are strong and solid. Creating that sense of safety, that foundational essence for you. As you breathe into this twist, how can you feel the decompression coupled with the detoxification in your spine? Quite literally wringing out the bits of water in your spinal column, giving you a little bit more newness into your body, into the now. Hug your knees back to chest center, kind to your body, gentle with your heart and soul. Inhale, take a tight squeeze, a small ball, breathe in. And then exhale, welcome to your Shavasana. Gently dropping into the space that you occupy with integrity, with fullness. Allowing yourself just for a few moments to get lost in your now, in your presence. And trusting that I'll guide you out when it's time. You feel ready, if it starts to call to you, begin to bring consciousness back to your breath. Start to feel the rise and the fall of your chest and your belly in this exact individualized moment. Twinkle out your fingertips and your toes. Find that roll into your wrists and your ankle. And then as it feels nice, take a nice full body stretch. Reach your arms all the way up behind you, just like you're waking up for the first time this morning. And then as you exhale, roll over to your favorite side for supported fetal position, using your bicep as a pillow. Getting really small, connected into this posture of rebirth and regrowth. And then as you feel ready, press up to a comfortable seat towards the front of your mat. Maybe your eyes stay closed, or maybe they open up. Whatever feels good, bring your hands to heart center. Press firmly from your right palm into your left, from your left palm into your right. And then connect your thumbs back to heart center. As you drop into your heartbeat, as you notice the way that it fills your physical body. How does that remind you of who you are in this exact moment? Of who you are yet to become, of who you once were, but most importantly, of who you are right now, as you are, whole, perfect, and beautiful. If it feels natural and authentic to you, thumbs come to your third eye center, your seat of intuition, your space of enlightenment. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown of your head to ground down through your sits bones, finding a little bit more into your now. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward to seal it in, to let it go. To be exactly who you are right now, right here. Thank you all so very much for another lovely Friday evening. It's so interesting when we look at ourselves in these versions of who we once were or who we think we're becoming, right? Sometimes we live in this place that completely disregards who we are right now, who we're currently existing as, what we feel, what we know, what we like, what we dislike. But rather it's either holding on to this imprint of who we were, of what we once knew ourselves as, or who we maybe will become, right? So it's living between these two places that sometimes blurs out the middle place. But how can you really just drop into who you are right now, right here, and continue to do that through each moment in your life, focusing back in on who you are right now, rather than what was here or what will be here. As always, class is donation-based via Venmo, so if you feel like it, feel free. I may keep next Friday, but I know it's July 3rd, so TBD on that, but I will let you guys know. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope I'll see you soon.